I told you there was a new show coming. But what is it about? This series will explore what happens when films just go dark. This isn't just going to be horror-esque, horror-themed. It could be the nice, friendly, happy-go-lucky film, and then all of a sudden... If I was going to start this series, I had to start it with a film that hit me one way. And this film really hit me one way. I liked this film. I enjoyed this film. I even remember watching it when I was younger thinking, I get it, it's creepy, it's weird, but I like it. I mean, it's all great and all, but then it just goes south real quick out of nowhere, and it doesn't set you up with any warnings. It just lets you hold on and see if you can handle it. So have you ever wondered if children could ever handle the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? This film pulls no punches when it comes to that, believe me. So, let's take a look at the Pagemaster. Pagemaster was created in partnership between Hanna-Barbera, 20th Century Fox, fuck you Disney, and Turner Entertainment. See, every time I hear Turner Entertainment, it just reminds me that Turner Entertainment would go on to create. This film stars Macaulay Culkin and Christopher Lloyd. Even in 2021, I still get Doc Brown on my channel. What the hell? And the voice talents of Patrick Stewart, Whoopi Goldberg, and Frank Welker. Frank Welker, most notably known for Fred Jones and Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Bro, it's not that bad. It doesn't look scary. It doesn't look like it would go dark for anything. What is this film about? Well, if you want to find out what this film's about, let's just get straight into it, shall we? Richard Tyler pretty much has a fear of everything and is safety mad that anything could go wrong. So this is a kid that has zero courage whatsoever. Fair enough. Yeah, he needs to get a grip.
Alan, every 10-year-old is afraid of something.
The kid's afraid of tuna fish sandwiches.
Okay, Dad, I get it, Dad. Don't talk shit. He'll try and kill you.
Huh?
And if you need any examples of what he's actually afraid of, well, he's afraid of confrontation, of lightning, of tunnels, of heights, of ladders, and most importantly, not enough high-vis. You gotta get that yellow in, boy.
Welcome to the library, young man.
Okay, I knew Christopher Lloyd was in this. I remember Christopher Lloyd being in it. But it's just funny. I'm trying to get on with getting away from Back to the Future, and here comes Christopher fucking Lloyd. Feck off, Lloyd! So far, you might be thinking, what the hell's the big deal? Oh, a bit of lightning. What's the big deal? It's getting there. And here we see the Sistine Chapel. Just kidding. But to be fair, the painting looks quite decent. I mean, that pirate looks like his head's been put on way too fucking late. No, okay, he's hit his head. He's going to have a concussion and, But I want you to remember one thing. You see him there? How he slipped? He's got his jacket on. Remember that. Well, I don't know about you, but I've never had a nightmare of the roof melting. Now, a dragon chasing me, that's a different story. Okay, here's your drinking game. Every time you see a book that you recognise or that you've read, take a drink. Or if you just see a reference to a story you recognise, take a drink. I've already had one because of Jason and the Argonauts. The Pagemaster tells us we must go through 3 tasks: horror, adventure, and fantasy. We're getting there. We're getting there. So the pirate is adventure, Whoopi Goldberg is fantasy.
Huh?
And that dog is just the tip of the iceberg. Scratching the surface. What?
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Must be a duplex.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Just seeing that name, you know the story. If you don't know the story, get out. Dr. Jekyll is a scientist who creates this elixir that creates the dark side of him. When I say it creates the dark side of him, it pretty much unleashes the dark side of him in the form of Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde being... well, we'll get to that.
Oh, I scared you. I'm sorry.
Oh, and now we've met Horror. He's quite sweet. He's a proper Quasimodo, isn't he? Why shouldn't that have been his book? He should have been the Book of Notre Dame. Ah, well. Ah, nice little Edgar Allan Poe there. I actually have a big ass book of Edgar Allan Poe stuff, so... yeah. I'm not even giving that shit, it's heavy. Oh, and now we meet the Doctor. Dr. Jekyll, being voiced by Leonard Nimoy. Yeah. So nice. To answer your question earlier, do you think they would tone down Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for a children's film? No. It's insane that a film that would bring up Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, aimed towards a children demographic, would not tone it down. And you can say, oh, it is toned down, no one's getting murdered, but Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's transformation and then Hyde's appearance...
Mr. Hyde!
I'm not going to lie as well, the lighting on Hyde as well. Perfectamundo. I'm sorry, I can't be the only one that saw that then. Did a copy of a book called Ghost Stories just cover up The Shining? Now imagine if they put that in the film. Come on, play with us, Andy.
The land of adventure!
Oh well, that's Horror finished then. I mean, they really did gloss over it. I mean, it's a kid's film, obviously, then I can't just keep scaring you over and over again. So that's Horror, so I guess that's the end of the dark side of the screen for this episode, because I've finished Horror. Oh look! It's Captain Ahab.
Did you see it?
He was sane, wasn't he?
There she blows!
See, here's the thing. Jekyll and Hyde, I found that entertaining when I was younger. If you want to see the part where I thought things went south when I was younger, and this would be the part that I'd start fast forwarding. Yes, kids, fast forwarding a VHS tape. A VHS tape. You don't even know what VHS stands for. Captain Ahab. Why did they do those colours for him? Why? I mean, to be fair to you, Moby Dick isn't that scary.
I give up the spear!
Captain Ahab's the scary part.
I grin at thee, thou grinning whale!
Now, Monstro from Pinocchio, that's a scary ass whale. Seriously. I mean, if you want to talk about colours, to kids, everything's gone red now, even the water's gone red, so in a kid's mind, they're swimming in a lake of blood, being hunted by a madman with wide-eyed expressions, with a big jabby stick, and there's a big whale in the water of blood, and just... I mean, I do get it, it's the edge of horror and adventure where the two blend together. I get that. But still...
You guys are the only friends I've ever had.
Calm down, Richard. You've only just met the books. What am I saying? They're fucking books. What the... You've only just met them. They're just books. They're books. They really stretched out adventure and made horror short, didn't they? But for now, Long John Silver, how no one would ever assume Long John Silver would ever look. I mean, everyone thinks Long John Silver looks more like Blackbeard, but... this is not my Johnny. I don't know, you can't have too much horror in a kid's film, and considering that the horror in the film was already... yeah. So yeah, they beat the pirates, they get the library card, and unfortunately for horror, he's just ended up on Gulliver's Island. I love having Gulliver's Island in here. Not that one. Get it away from me. I'm sorry, I am sorry. I know this isn't what you expect from Darkside of the screen, but for me this was the thing that shut me up. having Captain Ahab, having Jekyll and Hyde. This was just my interaction to cartoons with a little bit of horror in it. This genuinely was. I got scared by the weirdest shit when I was younger. Trust me, Matilda fucked me up for a while. I'm not even kidding. Matilda. I don't want to go into Chokey. This film is now struggling to go from horror to adventure to fantasy. It's going boom ba boom ba boom ba boom ba boom. Nothing's breathing, nothing's got time. I would much rather if at the end of it, the whole big ending, the whole final fight or survival or act of courage was him taking on all three at once. We're nearly at the end though, and at least by the look of things, they are heading towards the Wizard of Oz. No. But that's the end, I guess. Was that really necessary? They're books, and now they're just going,
Oh, that's nasty.
You see, kids? Lesson learned. Don't eat seeds. And now they found their way to the exit, where the Pagemaster's been waiting for them. And yeah, Richard actually goes to something I said. Why wouldn't you just take him to the exit? If you can go here, why didn't you just take him to the exit? And now they've got to do the kids' film thing of he didn't have courage, he wasn't brave, he was scared of everything, he's overcome all that now. Blah de 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 blah. The ending is trying to show us that courage was inside him all along. Yet most of the time they just ran away. Richard didn't beat Hyde. He ran away from him. Richard didn't beat Captain Ahab. Moby Dick did. Richard did step up against the pirates by holding a sword. What you're pretty much saying there is that you can't win a fight unless you've got a weapon. And then when it comes to the dragon, it's okay as long as you have a wand. If this is nightmare / courage, then surely in your own mind you could have had conquered them, faced evil, outsmarted the pirates, and slayed the dragon, at the very least. But now for the $1 million question, like I told you earlier, what happened to his coat?
Are you all right?
He slipped, and now his coat's gone. He was unconscious, and he had this fantasy of something dripping on him. Thick liquid dripping down and hitting him, and he was having a nightmare, and then he kind of enjoyed it. And now his jacket's gone. Christopher Lloyd, what did you do? And now he has his confidence and courage, and a story that he can leak to the press. Got the library shut. But he could keep those books now too. Think about it. He was wet, and he woke up without his coat on. But yes, the whole thing, he's gone over his confidence, his courage, he's you know, it's all happy. Yes, this isn't the start to Darkside of the screen that you thought it would be, did you? And I know a lot of you might be thinking I've let you down, I'm not going to review this, but you can see why, as a kid, if you put your mind back to, let's say, a 6-year-old, you all sat there watching this nice happy story about books, and then all of a sudden, Jekyll and Hyde and Captain Ahab at the very start of the adventure. But that was just tip of the iceberg when it comes to the dark side of the screen. There's so much more to look at, and next time we will. And if you don't think I won't go to the darkest of the dark, to when films that are supposed to be happy, they look cheerful, go real fucking quick, then let's do it. Let's fucking do it. We're gonna watch an adventure about escape, survival, and hope. We're gonna watch The Plague Dogs. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, so you won't miss the next part of Dark Side of the Screen where I torture myself by watching The Plague Dogs. But my name's been Lynch, and this was the Pagemaster on the dark side of the screen.